All right. Builder block action figure fans, etc. I know, right? I'm throwing a bone in the machine. I'm making it hard for you all. I was like, wait, what is he doing exactly? Happened to be I found another one of those figures. So initially when I picked up Hordak and got that Hordak here, I'd also found right behind Hordak on clearance was a Mantenna. Now let me kind of go back to 1985, 86 when these were coming out. Vintage collection, actual He-Man. The evil Horde figures came out. Now I never had Hordak growing up. It was one I always wanted, but never could found it. I had Grizzlor. Grizzlor is one of my favorites. I love Grizzlor. I had Leech, which I got from my grandpa. I love the man, God fearing man. I loved him. And then I got this really weird guy that I kind of associated with a mutant. He was like the this island Earth mutant man sort of thing. Really wild looking. If you think about Universal monsters, you got Hordak is of course the Dracula. You got Grizzlor the Wolfman. You got Leech who is the creature of the Black Lagoon, and then you got Mantenna. And it's like, what in the world is he supposed to be? He's not a mummy. He's not this. It's the mutant from this island Earth, and I think that's kind of what they were going for. So Mantenna, wow, such a weird figure. I did end up getting him in classics too, and it's wild. I do have one now of a Mantenna. Yeah, he's up there. He's kind of a quirky looking guy, and there were two different types. There was one that had a black switch in it, one that had a red switch. Growing up, I had the red switch. The one I have now, I think, is a black switch. And you would lift it up, and his eyes would poke out. He was supposed to see far away, and he could shoot like lasers out of his eyes. I don't know. Hey, Masters Universe, just kind of like, just roll with it, right? It is absolute fantasy. So, this guy, New Eternia, looky there. It's not New Etheria. So, this is also the Masterverse series, 30 points for articulation, by Mattel. As far as I know, the Masterverse series is ending. So I don't know if they're adding anymore. I haven't seen a lot of news about it. Everything's so focused on the new movie coming out, and I don't think there's any hordes in the new movie. I'd be surprised if that were the case. Interesting enough, a lot of the pictures look a little bit like it's on Etheria, but you get the palace there, so obviously it is Eternia, New Eternia, and this, I'm guessing, is the invasion. So you got Mantenna there, you got his eyes poking out, he's got all of his multiple legs, which I cannot wait to check out. You got his hypno eyes, and you got his eyeballs here, and you got the things that make his eyeballs poke out. Cross cell art, that Mosquito is definitely on my list as well. Any of the hordes, I definitely want to pick them up because just why? Why not? Because they're horde. I love the monster series of Masters Universe. You know, you got your regular bad guys, Skeletor and Trapjaw and Triclops and all them, but man, when the Horde came out, you talk about some gruesome stuff. Who knows what those execs were doing at Mattel at the time? Pretty wild people. All right, so hadn't got rid of my other box. I think I'm going to keep it around. Actually, I kind of enjoy the packaging for some of these. With this, we do get this sort of. We'll go ahead and pull him out here. We get this little side pack. Contents list tells you an action figure and some eyeball parts. Get out of there. Is it red? Oh, yeah, it's red just like the other, and that's empty. So we got this thing. It says open from here. It doesn't actually want to open from there. We'll pull this off to the side. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and turn these. You could cut these out, but honestly, there's a way to do it. If you just turn these to the hole, boom. If I can get it. I am kind of blind at this point in my old age. Yeah, I mean, what can you imagine it? I'm an old guy playing with action figures. I got a building blocks channel and action figures that dress up as a Ghostbuster for charity work. Something's obviously wrong with me, right? Just pull it out that way. There we go. All right. So we do get this weird, gun. All right. Let me go ahead off the bat and say this. This I love this because it reminds me of the actual crossbow, but it's not a crossbow. This fits up on the arm. And I think that's kind of what they're going for. You get the horde emblem there, but then you got this little like eye socket thing that goes up to this eyeball. And yes, you can take it out and change it. I guess you could put this, maybe, I wonder if you could snap this onto his hands as well. Oh, that's satisfying. And it's kind of translucent. It's really weird. Really weird. Weird. All right. But I honestly, I wouldn't expect anything less of the evil horde, to be quite honest. All right. Now, he does have some extra appendages, so he's got a lot. If I can get that part out. All right. So he doesn't come out of his package quite as well as Hordak did. Oh my goodness, that is noisy. Noisy. All right, so let's get all of these things out of his legs. It says 30 points of articulation. So did Hordak. Is that right? It says 30 points of articulation. This one says 30 points of articulation. I think they're wrong. And the reason why I say that is, look, he's got multiple legs. That's got to be worth more articulation. So let's start breaking this guy down and taking a look at things. Okay, so he does have that kind of soft ball jointed head. Oh, this is wild. Look at him. He's got so much like extra here. And you can pull out the, oh wow. You can pull out the face. You can pull out the eyes. I think, right? I think that's how this works. So let's see if we can pop out the eyes. This feels a little weird. It doesn't really feel like it's gonna. I know they're supposed to pop out, but there we go. Pop and pop. Ah, come on. I'm on the struggle bus here. Oh, so you can switch out the eyes. You could put these eyes in there, but look at these eyes. Like they're translucent and they've got kind of bloodshot sort of look to them. We're gonna pop these back. I'm not gonna. I guess I could stick them in like that, and that kind of fits back on top. So this whole like key feature, play feature here is really cool. Definitely collector based. I love the idea of his tusk and his ears being so big. Very cartoonish, but also gruesome. He does have that ball joint at the shoulder. Ball hinging. He's got no butterfly, but he does have the bicep swivel. He does have very, very tight elbows. Oh my goodness. And they're double hinged elbows, by the way. He does have some the fins here. He's got, of course, the loose bracers. He's got the ball hinged wrist. Still classic colors, but a little muted, so he's not quite as bright as the original, which I dig. Looks scary. And he's got the ball, or not ball joint. He's got double hinge here, and then that ball hinging on the wrist here. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. So you can, much like Hordak, I didn't take it off, but much like Hordak, you do have the pieces here. So if you want, you can pull this up. There is a translucent piece on here that snaps in, but it uses that standard buck torso. If you wanted to put this, I guess, on another figure, you could. Though it feels like this body here is a little bit bigger than it normally should be. I know this comes out, it's a doubled waist, so we've got an extra building up on here. Ball jointing on all the legs, of course, swivels at the legs. Instead of having, it looks like double knees, it looks like just basic ball jointing knees. It doesn't have quite as much range in it, but that's okay. There is, of course, turning here as well as that, and it's almost like a ball joint. We do no boot cut here, but we do have a little bit of an ankle rocker. Oh, that's super tight. And then of course the foot swivel as well. Same with these. You got the jointing up here. You've got that there. You've got a little bit of an ankle rocker. Again, super tight. A little bit of that foot movement. Same thing here. So maybe that is actually just 30 points because we're cutting down on the amount of knee and boot cuts. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so quite possibly this is still at 30 points for articulation. Interesting enough, I like the legs, and the legs are kind of cool, but it doesn't feel like it has quite the range as the classics version does, and that's just something to kind of keep in mind. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put this in his hand right here. We're going to fit that onto his hand, and then we're going to fit that onto his wrist. So he's got his eyeball blaster. Pew, pew, pew. I'll look at you. Woo. So it's just something to keep in mind. Let's go ahead. Let's open up this bag. Nerd. Yeah, I'm a nerd, man. I can't help it. All right, so out of this, we get, of course, that red, really cool Masters of the Universe bag. And we get one eyeball, 2 of these eye sockets. Do I think these eye sockets should have been red? Yes, sir, I do. But we got them in blue, so we'll kind of have to go with that. With that being said, let's pop this off. Pop. And we'll pop the face off here. And let's pull these eyeballs out. Pull his eyeballs out. This is like the weirdest, probably like craziest, like, there's gonna be some mom walking by one day if I have it. You know, sometimes I get kids that watch this and I'm talking about pulling out his eyeballs. They're gonna be like, "Excuse me?" TayRayGun said, "What?" But it's like one of those things. It's like it's so odd, such an odd like feature, such an odd thing. So look, pop his eyes out and put it there, like, woo! It's so strange. So strange. I love it, but it's so strange. Oh, it's so weird. All right, and I guess you can like put an eyeball in his hand. Ooh. I'm having way too much fun with this. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I love it. You know, here's the thing. I love it. It's weird, it's wacky, it's bizarre, but it works so well. And of course, if you want, you can pop these off here. You can put these eyes on them instead. You can pop that eye off, and you're only left with like one eye. You can put that eye there, and have him like looking there. I guess you can put that in his mouth. I don't know, but it's a wild looking figure. So strange, so strange. I dig. You know, here's the thing. When they first announced him, I was like, it's Mantenna. I was never a big, like, Mantenna fan. I was like, I like him. And I had him, you know, I had him growing up. He was a figure that, he was like the one that they would beat up. Like, he was their surveillance guy. I never really got into him quite like I probably should have. And I liked the classics version. I thought he was really cool. But I'm really, honestly, this is wild. I'm digging this action figure. I love this. This is kooky, mad, crazy. I like the combinations of things you can do. Here, we're going to put the eyeball in his hand there. I mean, the fact you put the eyeballs on his hands, that's wild. You could probably put, here's the thing, look. I'm going to pop the eyeball off of here. Let's pop this hand out over here. Put the hand over there. Look, he put a hand on the end of his gun. How cool is that, right? Fix that there, put that there. Yeah. I would definitely say, if here's the thing. This articulation on the neck's a little wacky. I feel like they should have gone down a little bit with that. But all in all, this thing is solid. Absolutely solid. I like this one. Be quite honest, I'd go ahead and tell you. Even at 30, if you came across this at 30, I'd say get it. if you like kooky, if you like the kooky craziness of Master Universe, and you're an Evil Horde fan and you like Mantenna, this I think is the ultimate Mantenna, to be quite honest. And let's see how he pairs up with Hordak. Like, look at that. I mean, they look great together. Oh man, this is, yeah, probably one of the best clearance purchases I think I've gotten in a very long time. Yeah, this one has brought my love of He-Man back. I mean, I've never really fallen out of love of He-Man merchandise, Master Universe stuff, but this has brought me back. This is super cool. Well worth it. Hey, I'm hoping that this I'm gonna put that eyeball in his mouth. It's so gross, so weird. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications down below. You can be alerted if anything comes from me to you. Like this video, helps you to know what you like and what I'm making. Comment down below. Hey, what part of this do you like? What do you don't like? Is it a little too freaky for you? I know some people might have some fear about the eyeball thing, but hey, this is, in my opinion, it's worth it. It's pretty cool. Hopefully this video helps you decide on whether this is something that you want to get or not. I think it's a fun one. Me playing with it, I hope it kind of helps you kind of figure out, is this action figure worth it or not. I know it's not bricks, but keep in mind, I still have action figures I like to talk about too, okay? Hey, I thank you all for your time, and I appreciate you coming to check out the channel. Hey, I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. I'd say good luck with the build, but this isn't building. Good luck with the changing parts out, right? Good luck with changing the parts out, and happy brick hunting, or in this case, action figure hunting. Goodbye.